Welcome to the Men Don't Talk podcast. My name's Reggie. I'd like you to introduce T, who's come to have a chat and talk about what men don't talk about. I'd like to say a big shout out to our sponsors, Loved Ones Forever. That Loved Ones Forever regenerate, rejuvenate photographs that have been lost and damaged, and give them a shout. I'd like you to like, subscribe, share, and enjoy it. Anyway, T, what's been going on?
I'm good, Reggie, man. How are you?
I'm right. Life's treating me well today.
Good.
Come on, we've got another day on this planet. The sun's out. It's boiling hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting there. What do you like about the sunshine? What's going on?
I think energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say energy. When the sun comes out, I think that people's personnel comes out more, and you get the best out of people, So yeah, I think the sun does help everyone with their mood and etc.
You know what I like? Women.
Yeah. I ain't disagreeing with you there, man.
Well, come on, let's have a talk about it, yeah? Because what it is, we can't talk about this stuff. What we're verging on, like kind of misogyny and all that sort of stuff, what's your view in it? Growing up, big age difference between myself and yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm 51, yeah? You're 22.
Yeah, 22.
So we've got a big age difference. What's it like growing up as a man in 2023?
Growing up as a man is very different when it comes to point of view on women. And it's a tricky one because growing up, you've always, in my personal experience, I've always been brought up to respect women and yeah, just be a respectful person towards everyone, but especially women, having a lot of sisters in my family, a lot of women in my family, and when it does come to the, what is it, the misogyny? Misogyny. When it comes to the misogyny subject, I don't know if I said it right, but misogyny, yeah. When it comes to the misogyny subject, it's a tricky one because women who are, what do they call them? Women? Feminists tend to put chatting up birds now. I can't even say that. Chatting up women now on borderline sexual harassment. So growing up now, it's hard to communicate with women and show your expression towards women that you don't know without being called, a pervert.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen it happen to people. I'll be honest with you, I'm too scared to talk to a girl now on the street.
Wow.
It's come to a point now where you have to be careful because you are borderline on sexual harassment, even though you just want to have a conversation or maybe just ask even a question. And yeah.
So that must be hard, dating.
Dating is hard, yeah.
When I grew up, it wasn't no problem. We didn't have, I'll tell you what, do you think I think like, we never had no social media when we was younger, yeah? I grew up with black and white TVs. The mobile phones were the size of a house brick. There was a small house and you needed a generator to kind of transport this motherfucker. It was like unbelievably big. There was only 4 channels on the television. Yeah. There was only 4 channels. Growing up in that type of thing, if you want to go out, there was none of this playing on computer games. We had an Atari. Well, I come from, we never had a great deal of money.
Yeah.
What we did have, we appreciated it,
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you wanted to go out, you went outside,
Yeah.
I had a chopper, and a rally chopper. I had fur on it. I had an area on the back, like lights and shit like that. We used to make bikes and stuff, That was our kind of stuff. But today, social media, like if you wanted to ask a girl, it was still as like kind of scary. Like asking a date, because no one likes rejection.
100%.
No one likes rejection. And I suppose if you chuck a word like misogyny in the mix, it sounds a bit kind of, I find it like, is the only place for dating on dating apps.
Yeah. When it comes to dating apps, myself, I'm not too keen on them.
Mm-hmm.
dating apps, especially for people from the age of 18 to, I say even 25. I mean, you're so young, you're at a point where you should let things just flow and it just come to meet someone naturally, you know, go out, socialize with people, just do topics that you go to places where you like and you will attract the people that you like. They will have the same personality as you.
How does this work out, right? Yeah. Do you check each other out? Like, you know when you got someone's name, right? You got their full name. Having their full name's like a but you don't even need that now. No, all you need is their Insta or their Snapchat. Is that
Snapchat? Yeah.
Yeah, come on. You might have to educate me here, T.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, might have to educate me. Snapchat. So how many different platforms is there?
So I'll say the main way to contact a person, it would usually be through Instagram. Instagram is probably the most popular app. Everyone has Instagram. Insta has your pictures up on there, your videos up on there, what you like, certain type of musics that you like, places that you've been, you got highlights. So clicking into that, especially for someone who has an open page, they're very approachable, especially now, like everyone's approachable. A lot of people have their account open and you can basically see what they do for work, where they've been to in summer, what they do on the weekend. And it's pretty easy to know what type of person someone is just by looking at their Instagram now. And you would direct message them, which what they say, DM. And yeah, you're in there. That's how it works.
Would you believe, right? Listen to this. I've got an Instagram account, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got an Instagram. I've got near enough around about 1,000 followers.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, listen, like, I've not put one picture of myself up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's an art page. Yeah?
Okay.
And I'm a digital artist in my spare time, and I kind of
wicked.
You know, I go through phases of it, but I've got near enough around about 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
And I remember when it was in lockdown, I've opened this page up and I started drawing, and it was like validation, you know, like what's that like when you put a picture up and it don't get no likes? What happens there? What happens to you when that?
See, this is the thing that's wrong with social media at the moment. I could lie to you and say to you, okay, I don't feel nothing from when no one shows any insights to my social media, or it's not getting as much as attention as I feel like it should. But I do believe the way we are programmed now is that when we do post something, we always expect to get something out of it. And it does a thing where it boosts your dopamine in a way, which it shouldn't. You shouldn't have to feel a certain type of way from digital things, you know? Natural things should make you happy and boost your dopamine. But because we're all stuck in a cycle now where social media is our life and all we do is consume, it's when we post something, I could post a silly photo on Instagram of me standing like this, like, you know, and I'd expect everyone to like it. And if someone doesn't like it, I'd be like, I wouldn't say anything. It wouldn't specifically change the way I am or the way I move, but it could make me feel a certain type of way, you know? So, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Have you ever felt shit? Have you ever felt that kind of?
With not so much with my Instagram. When I did music and I would post a song up that I felt was better than a lot of other music that was out there.
Yeah, so what type of music we're talking about?
Like UK rap music,
UK rap,
hip hop, R&B.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here with a rap star.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm sitting here with like,
something like that.
London's finest, UK's finest rap artist, right?
One day, hopefully.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, but the thing is, like, obviously, you know, it's a tool for work, and my son is 31, and he does his Instagram stuff with the work that he does, and he's posted videos, and he's talking about a blue tick. I don't even know what you're talking about, blue ticking or
that's creating a lot of commotion.
Yeah, no, he's like 20,000 like views or whatever you call it.
Wicked.
Like blue ticking, yeah. I don't know. Like I'm coming. I'll get down with the kids, yeah, the cool kids. But you know, people say to me, Reggie, you need this here. You Reggie, you need that. You need online internet, but I don't need none of it.
Yeah.
Right. Modern world, yeah. Do you reckon you could have lived in my world? You know, when I grew up.
You might think I'm crazy for this, but I kind of envy you for living in such a natural world.
Basic.
Is
it? You know what?
It's just
When I grew up, right, we had one telephone, right?
yeah.
CFAX and teletext had just come out, right? Yeah, and you could sort of like get this screen up and everything else, like,
Yeah.
on the TV. We had one telephone. I've got 4 sisters. Yeah, 3 of them were older than me, right? And the noise when that phone went off, right? Right, they would run like, it's for me. Right? One telephone, right? One telephone, not even cordless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a telephone table. Yeah, and a seat on it.
Yeah.
So you could talk to someone on a
Sit
telephone.
down and yeah.
And had a thing called an answer phone, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about an answer phone is, right? Yeah, an answer phone told any thief that you was out.
Okay, yeah, because no one's picking up the phone, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you might as well just say, come round, burgle me. Yeah, because, like, I mean, when I talk to people about a black and white TV, yeah, right, black and white TV, I had one. I mean, look, I'd say I didn't come from a lot of money, but then again, I did have. I remember one Christmas I got a black and white TV, and I was like, wow, I've got a TV in my bedroom, you know, TV record player. Yeah, you know what I mean. I only played one record at a time. You had a thing where you stack the records up and you can play them continuously, and
that's all you knew, though.
That is it.
Yeah, that's all you.
I mean, we had Donkey Kong.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Donkey Kong. I remember I played it. I think it was my first identification, which I know now as my first one of my first addictions was those little games, and I played it until my thumbs bled.
Yeah,
you know, like I found
literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing is, growing up in this world, you know, like I kind of, whether I call it a blessing or whatever, you know what, I liked, you know, the simplicity of that life. You know, and nowadays I don't know, like the children and growing up and young men and growing up with this instant, bam, you know,
spoil for choice.
Yeah. Do you think they should have free Wi-Fi? Do you think Wi-Fi should be free?
What, for everyone?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the things that I hear should be for free.
What do you think? Wi-Fi should be free? I mean,
I've never, if I'll be honest with you, Reg, I've never actually had that conversation before, even though it is interesting. I do think Wi-Fi, thinking about it, I do think Wi-Fi should be free. I mean, it's not something that's going out of the way of harming anyone. Or is Wi-Fi to do with 5G and all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't think Wi-Fi should be as expensive as it is. I think a lot of people can agree with that.
Technology should be accessible.
I don't know.
Well, because you can't use a phone without Wi-Fi.
But you can, though. But I know what you're saying. But we're so caught up in a world where we need to have this, that, and this and that. If I told you that 20, or let's say 30 years ago, I'll give you a phone and it had no Wi-Fi, it'd still be over the moon.
They never had Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well, they never did. But
I've had the same.
You wouldn't know it though.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. I've had the same telephone number since 1991.
That's crazy.
1990, I think.
That is crazy.
The same telephone number.
That's wicked.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I mean, I've got up to loads of shit. I had other phones, but I've got the same number that I had. It was called Mercury 1-to-1, and this is how they sold it. Right, you had free calls after 7 and 3 at weekends.
Yeah,
and you like the reception was shit. Yeah, the phones were large.
Yeah,
the battery life was crap. But the thing is, I think that free after, I think it was 3 after 7 or 3 at weekends or one of them. You know, like it was kind of. I think it was 3 at weekends or 3 after 7. And the thing is, that was my first taste of technology, like handheld technology. Because before that, we had like these other big phones that was connected. Your car phones.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Car phones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't gone down the old smartwatch. I think there's no point in having a watch if you're going to wear a smartwatch. You got a phone.
You got a phone. Yeah. I agree with you, to be honest.
Yeah. Nothing better than a kettle. Nice watch.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so like we touched on dating. You know, like kind of. I've got friends of mine my age and a little bit younger, and they grew up in this dating app type thing, and you can pay for a dating app and you get like different quality.
Yeah.
What I hear about dating apps is they're just a shag fest. Is that right?
I won't lie to you. I have used dating apps before when I was about 18 to 19. Met a few girls on them, and it was never for anything serious. I mean,
was okay, this question. You know, like, was they kind of well, was they? Yeah, engineer just made a comment. Like, was it just? I mean, was they what they was? You know, when they show a picture,
yeah,
like, because look, this is how it is. Yeah, men are pretty box fresh when they come out of the show. That's pretty much them.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, with women, they've got like a look, you know, anyone's got their right to do what they want to.
100%.
Anyone's got their right to do what they want to. So you got like fake hair, fake nails,
fake tan,
fake lips,
yeah,
fake eyelashes, yeah, fake tits, your fake ass, yeah, right. I mean, like, you know, when you see someone on that picture,
yeah,
and they end up like the real version of them,
yeah,
yeah. What's that like?
What do you mean? Seeing, basically not being a catfish? And
okay, have you ever been catfished?
Plenty of times.
Yeah, plenty of
times.
So it wasn't exactly what they.
I'll tell you a story right now, Reg.
Yeah.
I was in year 9.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention this girl.
How old is year 9 for the people?
So I think I was about 13 or 14.
13, yeah.
And you know when you're 13 or 14,
Yeah.
this is like I was just in the prime of social media, and I was speaking to a girl, and she was my girlfriend before I even met her. And like on FaceTime, she always used to like FaceTime me from a certain angle. And I always thought, you know what? I was a fat, chubby kid with glasses. I thought, this is too good to be true. She looked like a 10-10 blonde girl as well.
10-10.
10-10. Reg, I'm not even lying to you, mate. Listen to this one, yeah? Imagine, I've gone to meet up with her now. I remember outside the McDonald's in Bromley. Yeah? Reg, I never got off that bus, mate. I saw her from upstairs and I stayed on that bus. I swear to God, she texted me. I blocked her straight after. And I'm sorry, because if she sees this, I'm really sorry, but... yeah, I stayed on the bus.
Yeah.
I kept
right.
moving.
Do you know what? Right, listen to this. I'll tell you a story. I used to go over Nottingham, Derby, and like we used to go on these missions, right? Yeah. And we go up there, and like as soon as the girls find you out, you're from London, like they're kind of on you.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I go up there, collect a load of numbers. So I had this weekend planned, right? Yeah. I thought, right, okay, I'll go and meet a girl that I met in Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to this. And then I'll go to a girl in Nottingham, yeah, right? And then I'll go to Gravesend to meet another girl, right? So I've got three girls, right, lined up. Yeah, listen to this. So anyway, I've got all the way up to Derby, yeah, and I'm an addict, you know what I mean? I'll get smashed. So like I met this girl. She went, "Oh, that love." Like that, right? I met this girl, and I've just seen her, and I thought, no, like that, right? But I'm up there, yeah. I'm up there. I just dealt with it, yeah. I just dealt with it, and I remember waking up, and I'm right by a power station, and like I thought, I'm waking up.
You shagged her next to a power station?
No, that's where she lived, like fucking in Derby, right? So I remember, like going from that one. Going to another one, I'm thinking, she ain't all that, like this other one, yeah? But the thing is, look, come on. Like, I mean, I was out my nut when I saw him.
Yeah.
You know, and that does alter your perception, you know, like Stone Cold Sober. And I ended up in Gravesend with another one. You know, I kind of mission complete.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was on Grand Theft Auto, like the mission was complete. But, you know, like, when you get a catfish, I know you said you never got off the bus. You know, I get that. Because what it is, someone has sold themselves in a certain way and they said, look, I'm like this. And the next thing you know, they're not.
And look, she wasn't ugly. Like, she wasn't ugly. Like, God bless her as well. Like, I'm sorry for what I've done. She was about 17 stones, Reg. Yeah. She was 4'5". No disrespect to you, whoever you are, and where you might be now. But you know what? Tell her that I saw her with her boyfriend at Burger King in Surrey Keys not too long ago as well. And she is still a unit, bruv, I tell you. She's still a unit, man. Yeah. She's even bigger. I don't know if she was pregnant or she just got fatter, but oh my God. Look, and I'm not the most best in shape guy, but...
Well, okay, let's talk about when we first talked about the is that misogynistic to turn around and say someone's fat?
No, of course it's not. Now, if someone's fat, they're fat. If you want to call me fat, I'm fat. I have a belly.
I've got a gut too.
Yeah, call me fat if you like. But if you're fat, I'll tell you you're fat as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, how comes like in this world that's been created around us, yeah, that it's okay. It's one rule for some. It's one rule for, say, for instance, you can't shame a woman. A woman can have like standards, but a man dare say that she's fat and say that's a standard. So if a woman wants a man, right? Look, come on, like the actual what people want are unrealistic, aren't they?
100%.
So, say for instance, a woman says she wants a man that's got money, drives a car, got a job, got his own place, doesn't live with, and this kind of like mystical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's a myth.
It's mythical, 100%.
So say for instance, you turn around and say to a girl, like, I don't want you to be overweight. That's like you can't fat shame someone.
You can't fat shame someone 100%, but no, you can. It's not fat shaming. If someone cares about you and they can see that you're going in the wrong direction, and you're doing something to alter your health, and they tell you, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it does depend on how they tell you. I remember I was seeing a girl once, and I don't even know if I should say this, but she basically had a problem where she couldn't really. What's that thing when you can't drink milk and that?
Lactose.
She was lactose, yeah? And she would complain to me that she was getting spots and stuff like. And I would say to her like, well, then obviously you got to cut out the milk, the yogurt, etc. All these things there. And when I said it, I knew that she didn't take it in the best way. But the only reason I said it is because as she was telling me in that same sentence she needs to cut it out, she was boxing rice with yogurt. And I was telling her, like, and I look like the bad guy now, but I'm trying to tell you, like...
Well, it's a health thing, isn't it?
It's your health.
Yeah, but it's a health thing, though, isn't it?
At the end of the day...
You know, so as well.
It's a health thing.
For your own health, though.
Yeah.
Imagine that some girl letting some fucking rippers go.
Yeah.
Like, right, yeah, letting some rippers go, right? Yeah, and you're sitting down there and you go, look, babe, like, reel that in a bit.
Yeah.
You know, stay off the milk. Get some milk, you know? For fuck's sake.
Oh, my days.
So what it is in this society that we're in today, we have restrictions on our voice. So really...
there's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore unless you're talking about transsexuals, vaccines, and things that just don't help the world. Everything, at the end of the day, everything is just ordered now in a way where...
Who's created that?
I think the Western society have created it.
Do you reckon people that are 10 years older than you are responsible for this monstrosity of a world we live in that we can't say nothing?
Do you know what, Reg? I'll be honest with you. Growing up, how I grew up, I was stuck in two different generations, I believe. I grew up with the late 90s and the early 90s and the mid 80s people. And the way I grew up was I didn't have no internet in my house until I was about 13, 14. Growing up, I still had DVDs. We had...
You still had paper porn?
Nah, we did, but I couldn't get my hands on it.
Paper porn?
But, yeah. I remember walking into the shop, and you know, in the magazines in the shop, you're just looking
paper
up.
Porn. It's such a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Paper porn, can I have some paper porn, please?
Back when page 3 was good.
Page 3 was never good.
No, it was for me. It was for me.
Page 3 was dry, man.
No, it was for me.
Even like, I remember sort of like, you know, like even that as well. Everything stopped, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, everything stopped. Like
Snowflake generation.
Yeah, everything stopped. You know. Do you know like you know the restrictions and suffocation of speech? You know, like you know they brought out the word hate speech. So really, that's kind of, it can be attached to anything that someone feels offended with.
Yeah.
That's it. Is that basically it?
Hate speech is I don't know how to say it, but hate speeches could obviously be racism, homophobia,
anything with ism on the end.
It's silly because there's other things that is not hate speech. At the end of the day, if a heterosexual couple is out there right now, we're sitting down, Reg, having a meal, and they're kissing each other. That's a boy and a girl kissing each other in public, making noise and just being really affectionate. I don't like that.
PDA.
That's it, PDA.
Public display of affection.
Okay, but if there was two guys there kissing now, Reg, me and you will be called homophobic for doing the same thing that we just done if it was a man and a girl. You know that, right? And they will use that stigma against us. They will make a narrative that me and you are now somehow homophobic racist because maybe that person who was kissing that person might have not been from the UK as well. So now we're racist homophobics, you know?
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, do you know what? I was showing a girl PDA the other day.
What do you mean?
Public displays of affection.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was like kind of official, wasn't it?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good, man.
Holding hands.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
I'm a 51-year-old man, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like that. Yeah.
That's nice though, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, for me, dating is like, I mean, listen, I'm in recovery, been in recovery 4.5 years. For me, I can't be dealing with, I really like a woman that just drinks occasionally. I don't mind that. For me, that's a big no-no. You know what I mean? For me, that's a big, do you know what? I don't want to explain to a person, to another individual that a large section of my life is wrapped around recovery, helping others into recovery and all that. You know, like, because it's all about, because women want all that me time.
Yep.
Mate. You know what I mean? Me. What about me? What about me? Me. And the thing is, like, is that like that for girls your age? Or, you know, if you was going to date, would you date someone older or younger? Where would you go with it?
Sorry, Rich. If I was to date, you know, it really does depend. But I do look for more women that are more mature to a certain extent in the industry that I'm in. Sorry, Rich.
That's all right.
Cheers.
Be yourself.
In the industry I'm in, obviously I work in the nightclub industry. The women that I do tend to meet drink alcohol, and it's not always an occasional thing. Most of the time it is a weekend thing, and sometimes in the weekday, and that's just their lifestyle.
You like an older woman?
I would prefer an older woman due to the mature things they have. They understand that drinking all the time isn't the right way. They understand how to save their money. They have the right type of friends around them. Because I don't know if you tend to see women at a young age always have silly friends around them. And then when they get older, them silly friends are not in their life anymore. They usually make new friends, or they have a boyfriend and they don't have any friends. It's women, when it comes to women and friends, it's a very funny game. They'd be best friends with someone, then the next day they'd be talking shit about them to you. Then a week later, they'd be going on holiday together.
Yeah, but you know why younger men like older women?
Why? Why would you say so?
Practice. That's what it's called. Practice, my friend.
Yeah.
You know, when an older woman, looks at an older man, probably about 10 years older than them, who's more mature, more financially solvent, knows where they're going in life, and you know what, the statistics show that women prefer dating older than them because that's more of a...
They feel a certain type of comfort.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's more security.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when they date younger, they've got a guy that is like a
more childish, less financial.
A Chad or a Tyrone, right? A Chad or a Tyrone who just wants to run through them.
Yeah.
You know, you understand what I mean? And they say, like, obviously, like, a young men like older women for practice.
Yeah, I mean, that, I'll be honest with you, Reg, that wouldn't be the reason that I would get with an older woman.
Yeah, but she's looking at a young stud for practice too.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm very, Reg, I know it's going to sound weird. I'm not very religious. I'm not saying that the next girl that I meet that's my girlfriend has to be a virgin.
You're fucking asking for saying that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Definitely, 100. I'm beating.
Not as bad as rare as ends.
Yeah, 100%. When it comes to it though, I don't want a girl I'm 22. I don't really want to get with a girl that's shagged over 3 or 4 guys at 22.
So if you was dating a girl and she turned around and said, look, you know what, I don't want to have sex with you straight away. We're gonna hold it down for a while. Yeah. Would you respect?
I would respect that to the T. 100%.
What sort of time limit we're looking on that?
2-3 months.
2 or 3 months, yeah.
I mean, I would wait it out if I really did like her.
A lot of dry humping going on there. So.
Yeah, no, that's why I couldn't be left in rooms with her. It just ended up tragic. I ended up juicing all over myself and stuff.
Your trousers to get ruined.
Yeah.
You know, like
End up with holes in them. Toilet breaks all the time.
You know that, yeah? You never be like holding it down with the old dry humping.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were wearing out jeans and everything.
Don't know what? Don't know where the dry humping thing came from. I don't know. Like it was a thing I used to do a lot when I was younger. I mean, like in like Bromley Shopping Centre on the sofas that people sit down as well.
Well, you dry humping on the
Done some terrible things, especially in parks as well.
What, dry humping, yeah?
Yeah.
The thing about dry humping is,
the back of the bus, everything.
When you dry humping on a bus, there's not a place you haven't dry humped in.
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, I get the dry humping thing, yeah, because, like, you know, there's, like, you know, as I say, nothing's changed. The actual whole process of, like, kind of engaging in, like, those sort of acts, you know, kind of sexual acts with a woman or whatever you fancy, whatever you want. Whatever you call yourself nowadays, you know what I mean? One of the million genders that we've got out there. So anyway, right, I just went off there. That's where my mind goes.
They might cancel you, Reg. Be careful.
Yeah, that's where my mind goes. Buses don't stop here. So, you know, like, if I'd say, for instance, this, yeah, I wanted to date someone.
Okay.
As a young man, what would you suggest that I do?
Being the age that you are now, or
Saga, Cruiser.
When you mean you want to date someone, is it someone you?
No, I'm just talking. I've got a girlfriend.
Yeah, okay, I'm not.
Obviously, I'm 51.
In this situation, do you know this girl?
No. I just want to meet someone.
You just want to meet someone. The best way, to meet someone for a bit of fun or for something serious?
Well, obviously, something serious.
For something serious. It depends what you like. I do believe that if you're gonna settle for a bird that's
settling,
yeah, you're gonna settle for a bird.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna be a woman.
Yeah, no, cool.
Yeah, no, definitely gonna be a woman.
Yeah, no, I know. Don't worry. But I mean, like, when you settle.
Yeah, but you say settling as in, like.
No, I ain't finished yet. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're gonna have to settle for a certain type of girl if you go on certain dating apps and stuff like that. The way I feel about. If you do go on dating apps, if it wasn't you, it would have just been someone else, Reg. And that's what gets to me. I want a bit of competition. And I don't know what you're like, but it depends. Like I believe that good things are hard to get.
Do you know, I've never been on a date in it.
Yeah, good. Never, stay away from them.
No, I've never ever
as well.
I've got friends of mine that do it, and he pays money to do it, and he tells me
ridiculous.
He tells me about the dates that he goes on, and I go, fucking hell, like.
I mean, if it works for him and he has a good time,
he does have a good time.
Man. Yeah, that's
but
good.
He tells me about it's like, you know, years ago, right? Yeah, if I wanted to date someone, yeah, I'd go to a club, pick up a girl, yeah, kind of. Like, maybe go out for some. Well, I was a bit of a vampire. I used to meet loads of girls. They go, Reggie, like, why haven't I never seen you in the daytime?
Yeah,
exactly. You know, like I was like just a creature of the night. You know, so you know when you talk about settling, like girls in my age, like 51, yeah. I mean, they should have had their children, yeah. I know some girls that are my age and haven't had no children.
Yeah.
And I've got to ask myself, like, do you know, how long do you wait to find the right one to have kids with? You know, because we remember when a man gives a woman a child, he's giving her the greatest gift she could ever have in her life.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, he's in like kind of like a fucking tombstone around her neck. You're giving her the gift that, like, because women reproduce and men produce. You know,
and that's the only way. That's the only way it goes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but that's the only way you can have kids these days.
What? So reproduce with
a male and a female.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way, guys.
Yeah. So I mean, look, well, even that as well. Like growing up in this world, right? You're growing up in, because I've got a 16-year-old son, and he's got to grow up in this world, and he talks to me and goes, Dad, like, fuck, like it's. But then I've got another son who picks me up on all sorts of stuff. So what are they learning in school? You know, what are these kids learning in school? Are we growing up? Are the kids growing up nowadays, like my grandchildren, growing up to be like woke snowflakes?
It's either one or the other, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
It's either one or the other.
You know, I growing up like, no, you can't offend me. You know,
Look, it's nasty and it's beautiful at the same time. Being a snowflake can work for you in favors where you just go through a straight narrow way in life and nothing bothers you. Being woke can also hurt because you know the truth of certain things, and you do realize that everything that is put in front of you by the Western society, schools, jobs, everything, it isn't beautiful and it is ugly, and they're always trying to fuck you, and that's the truth.
Do you believe in a red pill? Red pill, blue pill.
The red pill and the blue pill. Remind me what that is again. We spoke about that.
Yeah, the red pill. The red pill is like, you know, like you understand, like kind of, like you understand what our society's going like.
Yeah.
Like, say for instance, like you know, this misandry and misogyny. You want it equal, but it ain't never gonna be equal.
So you mean
you want equal? See what it is. There's no such thing as equal rights.
No, that there will never be such thing as equal rights.
That's the thing. But the thing is, if you got a society growing up, that believing in that, what's the society going to be like? I believe that there's such a thing as equal rights. They're going to grow up, and they're going
to be in a shock. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but their expectations are going to be dashed, aren't they? You know, like
100%.
You know, growing up in a like, because, you know, a lot of this stuff as well, like where kids are brought up by just their mums.
Yeah.
And the mother tries to be the mum and the dad. That can't happen.
It can't happen. I think I always believe that a male always does need a male role model in their life, whether that's their cousins, uncles, granddad, to put them in a situation where they also know how to treat women, how to...
You know, most men fuck things up, you know that. We're just designed that way.
Yeah. No,
but the thing is, women fuck things up, but they just got no accountability.
100%, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the way it goes, yeah. You know, I've got loads of incidences where there's just a lack of accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's just no accountability on it. You know, and men have to take responsibility and accountability for a lot of their actions.
100%.
You know,
men will never be loved unconditionally, and that is the truth. And if you're a male out there and you think that you're by yourself and that no one loves you and you're not treated right by certain people, I'll be honest with you. You need to do something to better your life and everyone else's life around you if you want to be appreciated and loved unconditionally. Because if you're just sitting at home and doing... Exactly. Love yourself.
Love yourself.
If you're not doing anything with your life and you're not bringing no value to anybody, I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm so sorry. I wish it wasn't like this, but you won't be loved. And that's the truth.
Have you ever had that thing, what do you bring to the table?
Plenty of times.
Other women say they bring everything, and you think to yourself, what do you bring?
And they can't even bring a nice cooked meal to the table. It's ridiculous because we're bad for saying, what do you bring to the table to women? We're looked at as bad guys, and is it narcissists? And it's just ridiculous because you should... Look, if you want to see someone, it should have nothing to do with money. I can understand why a woman wouldn't want to be with someone who isn't financially stable to look after themselves. But I can't see how women are out here just looking for someone to settle with that has a few quid to their name. It's just ridiculous. I mean, you will never find happiness, you know?
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to have certain attributes and qualities, haven't they?
100%.
You know, it doesn't matter what. I mean, personality is good. I know some people that are dry like toast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just dry. Yeah, and I think to myself, how the fuck do you get on? I know people that, like, I've got a friend of mine that his missus left him because I was looking at something the other day and I was saying like that men don't really leave women, women leave men. Yeah, you know, a woman's got to be absolutely fucking outrageous, in order for a man to leave her. Yeah, he will suffer it. You know, like, in matter of fact, he will suffer not having a dinner put on his table.
He'll fight for the relationship.
Yeah, he'll fight. Well, some do, some don't. But it's all different. I mean, we can't speak for every relationship. However, like women will like leave someone for the most stupid reason.
Definitely, yeah.
They would leave someone for like, well, he don't pick his laundry up.
Yeah, something silly like that.
Ain't a fucking reason to leave someone.
100%.
Oh well, he kind of don't go out, like, and he like, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to go out on the piss all the time?
Yeah.
You know.
Also, when it comes to women, I believe that women get to a certain age and they just settle for what's best for them. I think at a certain age, women throw what their physical attraction is out the window. It doesn't really matter that much as it did when they were younger. As for females, when they're younger, majority of women idolize people with six packs, white teeth, and just certain tall, handsome. You know, that's their go-to. I believe at a certain age, women start to settle for what they think can look after them. You know.
Do you think closing the pubs fucks society up?
What do you mean closing the pubs? All pubs, or what you mean nightclubs as well, or pubs?
No, pubs. Men have places to go then, didn't they?
Yeah, no, 100%.
They had a place to go, didn't they?
It would mess things up.
They did. Yeah, but the thing is, what it is, it's sort of like, you know, at least, where is he? He's down the pub. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's down the pub and kind of, now he's at home, drinking at home, you know? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what it is, I mean, the social construct, the social thing where you had man, woman at home and all that, that's kind of fucking dissolved.
It's out the window.
I know, it's dissolved. You know, there's no such thing as, like, say, for instance, a woman, there's no such thing as a traditional woman nowadays.
And if you are a traditional woman, I can appreciate that.
Oh, no, I can really appreciate a traditional woman, but there's no such thing as a traditional woman. Because as soon as a woman gets into well, I want to use the word masculine energy. Yeah, right. Yeah, masculine energy is just exactly what a man does. Yeah, that a woman can do. Yeah, right. Okay. So
it's what they think they can.
Well, this is what I mean. A man goes to work anyway. A single man and a single woman. Yeah, you would expect them both going to work, wouldn't you? Really? So that's got nothing to do with masculine energy.
That's nothing to do with that.
You know what feminine energy for a man is? When a man cries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just a human being.
That's just a human being. That's a normal thing.
So a man can cry, but that's called feminine energy. I don't want to be classed that as. That's not my feminine side. That's just me being emotional.
100%.
You know? So, you know, what it is it's all these words that are being used in society. Yeah. This is what's being planted in our children of today.
Yeah.
You know, it's being planted. And the thing is, you know, like what you said when we opened this podcast, you said that that, you know, you're frightened to approach women. I think that's really sad.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really sad. There was something on a show with someone else, and there was a woman on there and said men should be afraid of women. And he was going, well, how do men approach women? Well, what are you going to do? You're going to go, excuse me. You're going to say, excuse me anyway. You're not going to go and just rag her up, are you?
Yeah, no, of course not. Yeah.
You know, you're going to go, excuse me. Like, do you want to go out for a date? And they're going to go, hold on a sec. Let me just check you out on Instagram.
Yeah.
To find out what you're about. Well, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in front of you.
Organic, it's real.
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm in front of you. So what it is, could you imagine if we go on this course, what's it going to be like in 10 years' time?
I think in 10 years, the world is going to be a very different place. When you put us 10 years back now and you look 10 years forward to the present that we are now, a lot of things have changed already. Let's say, I mean, I think things will change drastically in 20 years, but 10 years, I do believe certain things will be different. I don't know if you've seen recently the new AI thing going on.
Yeah, well, all that shit.
Next thing you know, Reg, there'll be 3D AI machines.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm physical. They've got machines that you can type your genitalia to, right? And they kind of like, someone could give you a whole nosh from fucking like 1,000 miles away. Yeah, something like, you know what I mean? Yeah, but the thing is, you can just get a silk lips and put it on there anyhow.
What's a silk lip? What's that? What is that?
It's like a fucking man's masturbation thing that they put on there.
Oh, what, a fleshlight thing?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Do you know, I was going through Insta the other day and I actually saw a KFC bucket one.
Yeah.
And it looked like a KFC bucket. Yeah, disgusting.
What's that fucking dude?
And then it opened up, and I was like, yeah, let me get off of this.
You're in the cinema.
Yeah.
You get a KFC one out. You get a KFC one out, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, like.
That's disgusting.
But the thing is, all this stuff, this physical touch and all that, there's nothing better than like a kind of holding someone's hand.
100%.
Walking in the park.
Genuine films.
Yeah, you know, like all this AI stuff. Because they did say that technology with the AI, right? That they've had to put a hold on it because it is too. I don't know what how dangerous it is, right? But the thing is, like, they seem to be, the technobots seem to, even Elon Musk, tend to be a little bit scared about AI.
Well, they are smarter than us, Reg. Like, if Delroy goes to ask us a question now, and he asks the AI a question, who do you think's gonna answer it first and correct?
Yeah, but what is correct?
I mean, 20 times,
okay.
53 times 89.
Yeah, but the thing is, an AI doesn't know my feelings.
No, 100%.
No,
it will still give what you can't.
Yeah.
And that's the answer to that.
Yeah, but do you think AI is just an advance from Siri?
No, they're an advance from the whole.
Yeah, but AI is advanced from Siri. No, but it's not like. Yeah, but this is the thing.
But when Siri came out, it was crazy.
This is where you've kind of gone downhill now.
Yeah.
Because you start talking about this world, like this world in like a cyber world. You know, yeah. You know when they started doing about what was that thing they had recently? Like that was that it's going to be all in the metaverse.
The metaverse.
Yeah, what crap that was. You know, like, I want to be in a concert in the.
You can have a job there.
You can have a job
there.
Do you reckon they do recovery in there? I'm going to go in there and say, I want to go in there, like, I'll be standing there with my little banner.
What's good, though, you could probably, like, set up your meetings in there. That will be a thing.
We've already got meetings. Don't worry,
yeah, but that would be wicked, though. Like, God forbid, like, COVID happened again or anything.
No, because we online. I can go on a meeting now that's, there was one meeting in particular, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, started online. It's probably going to go in the record books because it is the longest continuous meeting.
So anyone could just join then.
I can do it right now, and at 5 a.m, I can do it there. And there's people from all over the world, over 250 people.
See it and click in and join, yeah.
Yeah, just click it and join.
That's really good.
Obviously, like, you know, we had all the trolls and all that, and that was disgusting. But the thing is, what I had to realise,
people are so
but the thing is, like, you're in a room, right? We're in a room where we're in recovery, and it's in the fucking cyber world, and then you got someone coming in drilling a cock, yeah, right, and getting shagged. Right, drilling a fucking cock like that, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I realise is someone has got to be really sick. I mean, I'm sick anyway. Someone's got to be really sick to go in a room where people are trying to get well from their addictions, and then you see someone drilling a cock like that, right? Like that, right? And then you think yourself, you sick bastard. But the thing is, what it is, at least you know they're sicker than you.
Yeah.
It made me feel better.
It makes you feel better.
Yeah, it made me feel better. But the thing is, like, this is the thing. It's some accessible things, yeah, can be corrupted. Like, you know, there's gonna be, like, anything, you know, like.
Do you know something? I'm gonna tell you after. So no, I tell. Listen to this. Yeah,
go on.
You're gonna laugh when you hear this. You might not laugh though.
Good.
All right, listen to this. I was watching a TV show the other day. I think it was called Shameless. Have you seen Shameless before? Have you seen the American one before?
Yeah.
Have you seen when the bar owners, they're running out of customers?
Yeah.
So they put like fancy dress on.
Yeah.
And they go to an AA meeting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And,
yeah.
And they stand up in the AA meeting and they start promoting their bar.
Yeah.
And they start saying the drinks there are so tasty.
Yeah.
Like they're so cheap as well. Yeah. I need to stop going. And then the next day they had all the people from the AA meeting turning up to their bar spending money.
Oh, right.
That's so sick, isn't it?
That is a bit sick. Yeah. I can't see them. I have to look at the. I can get the concept. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's so sick, man.
You know, but there is sick programs out there. You know, look at that MILF Manor.
I've never heard of that.
MILF Manor, right? They have a group of cougars.
Yeah.
Yeah, a group of cougars, and cougar's son, and they're all about your age. Yeah, and the sons are there. And what the game is, this, yeah, that the sons, yeah, got to get hold of the other mums. So, like, say for instance, you had your mum there, yeah, and your mum was a MILF, yeah. Next man next to you, the same age as you, is going to be rinsing your mum.
And you're going to be rinsing his mum?
Yeah.
And wait, this is an AA meeting?
No,
wait,
no,
this is a MILF meeting.
No, the MILF Manor. It's on the telly.
It's a real. Oh,
Yeah, it's on the telly.
it was on like Channel 4 or something.
No, it's on a I forget that TLC.
Oh, I think I've seen the ad before.
I've just promoted them. Yeah, yeah. So like the thing is, and this is the shit that we've got today. You know. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. Anyway, it's been great talking to you. You know what?
And you too, man.
Come back.
Yeah, no, I will 100%.
Come back. I mean, like a big shout out to our sponsors, Loved Ones Forever. You know, and I'd like you to like, subscribe, share. We need shares. You know, we need comments. You know, if you want to pick a topic or you want to have a topic and get involved and come and join the family, come down. We will send you out an invite if you want. You know, you never know. Yeah, we might pick you up in the old full Capri. You know what I mean? Yeah, on a full Granada. You know, one of them cars from my past. So anyway, look, we're going to wrap it up here, T. It's great to see you.
Great conversation, man. Thank you.
You know, men don't talk, and we'll leave it there.